Yo, what is up, guys? It is Man in the Canada Super Pigman here today with another video, and today we're going to be doing some more Kenshi lore. But before I start the lore video type of thing, I have started my own Discord, where if you guys want to talk Kenshi lore, just video ideas and stuff like that, I have my own Discord, and I honestly advise all of you guys to join it if you guys want to communicate with me. I'm usually on there. I'm usually chilling in a voice channel all the time, so if you guys want to like talk or something, I'm always there for you guys. And if you guys ever have any cool video ideas, I'll listen to them. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So today we're going to be talking about pretty much something that I think I haven't talked about or touched upon or even updated since I've started making all these Kenshi lore videos, and it is the Shek people. I've made a video before on them, but I don't think it was that well. I don't know, you guys can go look at it. I don't think it was that well done, but let's talk about the Shek, because the Shek are quite interesting. Let's talk about some more on them. First, let's start with the Shek Kingdom. Now, we don't really know how long the Shek Kingdom's been around. It's kind of speculated since the fall of the Second Empire, so we'll just go with that, that notion that it was there since the Second Empire had fell. So pretty much what had happened is that the Second Empire fell and somebody rose to power, and the way, if you get the crown, it says how they are elected and stuff by like all the tribes and everything. They're the person that's elected and everybody has to follow their orders. But there's this person called Esteba that had stopped believing in the ways of the old Shek and thought that they were running themselves into the ground. Now let's do a little bit of lore on Esteba. Esteba is a well-established figure in the Shek Kingdom. She is somebody who really wasn't respected because of how she stood on, Shek's always fighting, because in case you guys don't know, Shek are really, really aggressive people. They will fight for anything. They love to fight. They're kind of like, if you think about it, the Saiyans in the, Kenshi universe. And they just love to fight, and they get stronger and stronger, and they get stronger a lot faster than other people. But Esteba sat there and said, we're kind of just like killing ourselves out, because in case you guys didn't know, before Esteba had fought, I think his name's Brian. I'm pretty sure it's Brian, the name of the person before Esteba. Before she had fought him, Brian was pretty much leading, I think, like a 2-war front against the Holy Nation in the United Cities. And on top of that, Bugmaster was still around, and she was Brian was pretty much just like kind of just killing them off, because he kept waging war and sending troops. And if you know something about the UC, is that they can pretty much hire mercenaries at will. They have so much money, they're loaded in it. And in case you didn't know something about the Holy Nation, they have an incredible amount of manpower. And in case you guys didn't know, they pretty much demolished Bast from the United Cities. So pretty much Holy Nation is kind of a top dog, and they're fighting them like if they had the resources to do it, or even the population count. And this is pretty much where Esteba steps in and says, hey man, I don't like you and I don't conform to your rules. So she challenged him for the crown and pretty much ended up winning, and she ended up becoming, I guess, the queen of the Shek Kingdom. And now that's pretty much the whole entire story on the Shek Kingdom. After that, it's up to your what you want to do. But there's also the people called the Kral Chosen. They're people that follow a set of rules set by I want to say Carl, but I think it's pronounced Kral. But it's the rules set by Kral, and it's kind of just a weird philosophy type of thing. But if you really notice that there's a lot of these unorganized groups of Shek, like there's also the Band of Bones, which is pretty much like the starving bandit versions of Shek, but they're a lot stronger, of course. And then there's also the I forget their name, but they're down south in Shem. I think it's called Shem. But they're down south near where the Bugmaster is. And they're led by this person called Ghost. And, they're not that bad. They're kind of organized. They're not really, that bad. But they're kind of organized, but not really. And then you have people in the Shek that fall into the EC that really just aren't that organized at all. And you really rarely see, any roaming Sheks, because they're either enslaved because of how much they love to fight, or they're fighting for the UC. So pretty much that's kind of like the lore on the Shek. Of course, we can go back into even further about where their origins are from, because there's a little theory out there that the Shek are actually, I mean, it's kind of an agreed upon lore piece, is that the Shek pretty much are, experiments of humans. They're kind of the byproduct of humans. And I've said it before that Scorched Lanterns are too. Like, they're a byproduct of human experiments, and that they're humans created with super loyalty, and they could have been a vanguard used in, the Second Empire. And then after the Second Empire fell, they kind of had no purpose. I mean, it kind of fits in well with the story if you really think about it, because in the story of Kenshi so far is that they kind of fall into this kind of gray area where they don't have any real purpose on the map. The Shek don't provide a real purpose at all. And I think that it's because they don't have anybody to follow. Like, the Shek were loyal to the Second Empire, if you believe the theory I was talking about. And it really fits into the theory that after that, their greatest authority figure was gone. They really have no purpose left. But this is all just a bunch of lore. The end part was a lot more speculation than lore. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and peace.